Hello and welcome to the 2015 National Junior Olympic Championships Men's Air Rifle Final. My name's Rhea, and I'm waiting right now for my co-star Dave to join us for the commentary. So right now our competitors are in the sighting period for the final. We have the top 8 finalists from the qualification rounds, and just a little bit about each person here. In first place, William Ante qualified in first place, and he had about a 5.2 lead on second place. So he's coming into the final in pretty good position. He will be going to West Virginia University next year. Qualifying in second place was Ivan Rowe from Montana, and he's a sophomore at Murray State. And just a 10th behind him in qualification was Drew Cheesum. He's a freshman at Ohio State. Next qualifier was Lucas Kozinski. He's a sophomore at North Carolina State. 5th place qualifier was Michael Steinell, signed with Ohio State University for next year. Behind him was Mitchell Van Patten, who signed with Nevada for next year. Joshua Black was our 7th place qualifier. He's a freshman at Ohio State University. And our 8th place qualifier here for the final is Ben Estes, who is a freshman at Murray State. So the way that this works is they'll have their sighting period here, and then we'll have them stop. They'll be introduced in the match or in the range with their names, and there's a big audience in there. They'll be clapping and applauding and cheering. Then they'll have a series of 3 shots timed for 2.5 minutes. They'll do that. They'll announce the results. We'll do that again, and then it'll come down to single shots, and we'll start eliminating the lowest scoring competitors. And that will keep going until we get our winner of the final. And the results from this final, they will get points according to how they finish in the final. The first place finisher will get 8 points, the second place finisher will get 7, and so on. And those points will be added to their qualification score to determine the overall winner of Junior Olympic Championships. So as you can see, we have, looks like about 3 minutes left in their sighting period. They're trying to dial in here, get their positions, probably calm down their heart rates a little bit. Looks like Michael Steinell's got some good sighters already. He's got a good group going. William Ante just started. Maybe he was doing some other kind of preparation, maybe dry firing. Got a few wide shots here. Looks like we've got some nerves. Lucas K's got a few wide shots, trying to get his balance and alignment here. And entering the room, we have finally my co-star, Dave Johnson. So I've just been telling them about how the final works, their finals points. I introduced them. So,
Well, that's good.
yes, I hope I did an okay job.
Well, we're watching the men's junior Olympic final here, 2015. Got some usual suspects in the final from even over the last year or so, and some new names too, I think.
That's right.
And all J1s this year, which is sometimes we have a little mix of J2s and J1s, but it's like we're...
Yeah, and I was just pointing out that Will Ante, he shot such a good qualification. He's 5.2 ahead of second.
Oh, wow.
So really, according to the finals points, he'd have to get 6th in the final at least. And then he's guaranteed to win, right?
Yeah, okay, he's built himself a little buffer.
So that's all he's got to do is finish at least 6th.
Yeah, 620.4 in the junior ranks is a nice score. It's usually in that low 620s that make the final internationally, and so he's approaching that for sure.
Yeah, really good scores.
And Ivan Rowe, 613.6, not bad. I know he wished he had a couple more points there, but he's had a good year too. Looks like a couple of others jumped up there, and Lucas had a 616.7 and a 617 from Michael Steinell.
Yeah, big improvements on the second day for those two.
as we've got 25 seconds left in the sighting.
Oh, wonder what happened to Will. He only had 2 siders.
Oh,
Don't know. We
okay.
cannot actually see the competitors right now. We are in our secret room back here commentating for you guys, but
Yeah, we'll find out. I wonder.
don't know what happened.
Let's see if they moved him.
Okay, I will.
We'll send one of our runners to see if they moved him. But it looks like we're on to the record shots here.
So again, they're going to have a series of 3 shots in 2.5 minutes for the first competition here. They'll do that twice. And then we'll move to single shots. After that, start eliminating.
Yeah.
So right now they're introducing the competitors in there. We hear some cheers.
Doesn't look like they moved. He's
Okay.
on D, right?
Okay.
4, yeah.
Well, it looks like all's normal for the final. We were questioning a minute ago whether they had to move one of the competitors because there was a short number of siders shot there by Will Ante, but maybe he just decided he didn't need more than that.
Yeah, maybe he was just dry firing or something, or
2 good siders.
had a different plan. Yeah, and they
Yeah.
were both good shots, so
It's much like the hubris we see from, say, a Bryant Walliser once in a while in a
that's true.
competition. Yeah.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
just kind of trying to intimidate the other competitors, but
Uh-huh.
It never works.
we'll see how we do today. But seriously, we're about to get ready for our record shots. As Ray has said, we've got a 3-shot window here coming. And really, it's a real critical part of the final because they're really, after the siders and a little break, they're trying to make sure they've got their head on straight and really focused and get off to a good start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not much time to make up any points here before they start eliminating if you dig yourself a hole in the beginning. I wouldn't know anything about that, though.
But looking at the scoring here, if anybody's unfamiliar with it, the dot you see is the 10 ring. If the pellet just touches the dot, it's a 10.0. As they go towards the middle, they get up a little higher, 10.1, 10.2, until perfectly centered in the target's a 10.9. And they do that with each shot. 9's the same way. If they just touch the 9 ring, they get a 9.0, and then so on all the way to 9.9 is just outside the 10.
Looks like we have a comment up on YouTube. Somebody cheering for Michael Steinel. He definitely had the best siders, if that's a sign of anything.
Yep. Got a pretty good mix here of collegiates and some juniors too. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of them have. This is their senior year of high school. They've just signed with the school. Got, yeah, one at Ohio State, one signed there. Actually, 2 at Ohio State, one signed there.
Oh, okay.
2 from Murray, North Carolina, West Virginia.
Looks like there's a brief delay out on the range here, and they just started the record fire window with
Okay.
2 minutes 30 up at the top of your screen there. Now they have that amount of time to get in three of the best shots they can shoot.
This is usually when the noise starts happening too. The crowd starts cheering.
Oh, nice 10-7 from
Nice
Drew.
way to start.
Good start.
Michael Steinel too. All 10 so far.
You got a good example of the scoring I was talking about. Like Lucas there on lane 6, he had a 10-0. He just touched the dot. And then you look over to the right, and Mitchell Van Patten's got a 10-1, just a little deeper. And Will Ante showing us what a 9 looks like over there. We don't want to see that too often. I'm sure he's back in the center here in a second.
Yep. 2 more to go. Just going to try to make up for that.
Second place.
Pretty good starts though overall, you know?
Yep.
Considering Nerves are pretty high right at the beginning. Ooh, Drew has an 8.8. So you can see that one's just outside the 9 ring.
Okay, and Will Annie back in the middle with the 10-4. Nice 10-4 by Lucas.
Yeah, way to follow that up.
Couple nines. You can see there, they getting into the match here, and sometimes maybe get distracted, start off and feel like they've got a good 10 running, and then lose
Yep.
focus for a second.
Yeah, it's hard. Start listening to the cheers, or you realize how well you're doing or how poorly you're doing. Okay, just a few more shots here. They got 35 seconds. Finish up their 3 shots. Still waiting on Will Ante and Mitchell.
Yeah, and 24 seconds. Yeah. Oops. Will had a struggle on that first string there. The leader, he's...
All right, so they've all shot 3.
And nobody really dominated, but certainly Lucas and Mike and Ben, they're with above 30.
Yeah,
are holding up on the top there. And then Will Annie's in 8th. He's just 3/10 out of 7th, and it's actually a very small spread, just under 12/10 all the way from, or 1.2 from 8th to 1st, with another 3-shot series to go.
Yep, you can definitely make that up in that time, but I hope he's not thinking too much about winning, because he's just got to get 6th. But hopefully he didn't figure that out. Hopefully that's not on his mind.
Well, I can tell you one of the biggest challenges as a coach is the athletes that calculate that as they're trying to shoot.
Yeah, I know.
So try to get them back on just shooting the shots.
Don't do it.
And doing what it takes to shoot a good shot.
Yep.
Is all you need to do.
Okay, start of the next 3-shot series here.
Yeah, you got a 10-2 from Mitchell, Van Patten, and Drew.
And Lucas shoots a 9,
and Ivan
so
Rowe at
he drops
10.8.
down. Ooh, nice.
Michael Steinell, 10.5, and Will Annie back in, 10.3. Yeah, 10.8, again, is nearly a perfect shot. A 10.9 is the highest shot you can shoot. And Lucas with a nice 10.6.
So what would be a world-class 3-shot series here for air rifle?
Well, really, if they're in the 31.5, a 10.5 average, that's world-class open level. That's where they want to be. Anything approaching 31 is considered solid, but 31.5 is right on the top of the top pace.
Okay.
Okay, and Will's got a 10-0 out on that left side still.
Yep.
He's probably wondering where his sight knob is to go to the right. And everyone's struggling just a little bit. I mean, we've got a couple 10s there. Lucas had another 10-3 along with Mike.
Yeah.
And Drew's 10-0.
Fair amount of 9, so well.
Oh, nice 10-6 from Mitchell.
Top series was a 30.9 from Steinell. It's pretty decent there, all 10s.
Oh, yeah.
He jumps into 1st for the final. Lucas is pretty close behind him. Will Ante still needs to shoot his 3rd shot.
He's got 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Can be tough out there when you're the last one holding and the clock's ticking.
That's true. Everybody's watching you.
Everybody's watching. Okay, you had a 10-0.
Well,
This is,
he's clipping the 10 just barely there. Jumped up to 7th.
Yeah.
So he's climbing back up a little bit.
so after that six shots so far, the second 3-shot series, where Joshua Black is on the bubble. He's 1.4 in back of Will Annie, who's tied with Ivan Rowe, 3/10 back of Mitch Van Patten. They've got 2 more shots. Now we go into a single-shot series where they'll shoot 1 shot at a time in 50 seconds. After those next 2 shots, we'll know our 8th place finisher. If there's a tie, they go into an immediate shoot-off head-to-head against each other.
That's right. Sudden death. All right.
Well,
Clock started. They got 1 shot now in 50 seconds.
And 50 seconds is enough time to get a good shot, good quality shot off, but it's not enough time to do much fooling around.
That's true.
You gotta get on business and get it done.
Yep.
Okay, this
Oh.
one Michael went back, I think, that 8.9.
I
But
bet he wished he had waited just a bit.
yeah, but
Try it
Drew,
again.
nice 10-7 on Drew.
Ooh, another 8 from Lucas.
Lucas 8-9.
Yeah, Ben Estes has a perfect 10.9. You
Yeah.
can see how perfectly centered that is.
Yeah, that's
Nice
the
job.
highest shot you can shoot there from Ben.
Yep.
And a 10-5 from Joshua Black. He wants to stay in this thing.
Looks like Will Antes, so he's moved up a bit.
Yep, and Joshua has a shot to go to stay in. Joshua needs to make up 7/10 on Mitchell Van Patten, who's 2/10 in back of Will Annie. And top of our board, Ben Estes with that nice 10-9. He's now pulled himself into the lead. He's got 6/10 on Drew, who's got 7/10 on Michael.
Lots of shuffling around in this final. Okay, clock started for the next shot.
Oh, Drew, well, a little quick on that one, 9-6.
He did shoot pretty quickly. I don't know if that's his normal style, but
And same with Ben, a 9-8. Joshua Black, a 10-4. It's a two-shot series there. He definitely is trying to stay in this thing. That was
Yeah.
two good shots there.
that's a good job.
And
Lanty, another
Will.
10-0. Well, it looks like he survived this round for elimination, but
Yep. He's okay. So after those two pair of shots, they're announcing our 8th place finisher today is Joshua Black. And now remaining in the final with 2 more shots to the 7th place elimination, Will Annie and Mitchell Van Patten are tied, but they're just 1/10 back of Ivan Rowe. So it's very close with 2 shots between those 3, and just another 4/10 to Lucas.
yeah, really close.
And top of the board, Ben Estes holding on up there. 81-3 on that 8-shot series. That's good pace. He's got an 8/10 lead now on second place Drew, who has 4/10 on Mike.
All right, 2 shots to go till the next elimination here. Clock started.
All right, a 9-9 from Drew, 10-0 from Ivan. 10-6
Ooh,
from Mitchell Van
nice.
Patten and Michael
Style.
Style.
Very good shots.
Yeah.
Will Anty seems to be the slowest one of the bunch here, which if he's taking his time, I must think he needs it, but it does make it mentally harder sometimes.
All right. Well,
Okay, solid shot.
yeah, 10-3. Picked up. He shot like 36 10-0s in a row so far in this final. So
Yeah.
that 10-3 is a good
It's
pickup
a little
there.
better,
It was
yeah.
a good shot. And I know Lucas probably want that one back, that 9-2, but let's see where they place here.
Yeah, that brought him down to 7th.
One more shot to the 7th place finisher elimination. Lucas is 4/10 in back of Ivan, within distance, and Ivan's just 2/10 in back of Will Annie. And at the top, Ben Estes still holding on up there. He's still got his 8/10 lead on Michael Steinel. He's got 3/10 on Drew.
Yeah, no one's really running away with it, though.
No.
Still very close here.
And we're into our time for the second shot now. Let's see what we get.
Ooh,
10
10-9. Nice job.
9 from Drew, 10-6 from Ivan.
You can hear the crowd react in there. Ooh, Steinel. What a series. Look at those 2 shots.
Yeah, 10-8.
Great job.
I don't think he liked being down towards the bottom there. He pulled
No.
himself right back up
Yeah.
quick.
Wanted to change that.
10-4 from Mitchell Van Patten. 9-8 from Will Annie. That's going
Yeah.
to put him.
Oh,
He's still in. He's looks like our 8th place finisher now today. Pardon me, our 7th place finisher today is going to be Lucas Kuznetsky.
and again, this is how they're finishing in the final only. They'll get points according to how they finish in the final. If you joined us after the intro, and that'll be added to their qualification score to determine the overall winners. So we'll have to wait and see until the final's done who makes the podium.
Okay.
So 2 shots to go now. Will Antes in 6th place on the bubble for being eliminated. He's got 6/10 to make up. Still pretty close, although the lead for the top 3 is they're kind of leaving. We got a peloton forming here.
Hey, what?
Peloton, you know, in bike racing, you got the leader group that starts going away from the rest.
Ah, okay.
You didn't know. Sorry. Little sports vocab here. Sorry. Thought you'd know what that was.
She's going to have to find another partner here to be able to keep up with
Sorry.
the tech. But we've got some good shots going down range. We've got Michael back. He's another 10-6. That's an excellent series
He's having a
on.
great final.
And Drew with a 10-5. Ben 9-6. He's going to get back a little of that lead there.
Will Ante finally gets a good 10. I'm sure he's happy to see that.
10-6. I'm sure his dad is too.
Yep. Yep.
And Ivan with a 9-9. So on the bubble is Ivan, but he's just 1/10 in back of Mitchell Van Patten. And they are, pardon me, they're Will Ante and Michael Van Patten. I can't even speak here. Will Ante, Mitchell Van Patten are tied, and they're just 1/10 ahead of Ivan Rowe to the elimination here. Up at the top, it's gotten closer. Michael's taken over the lead with 1/10 on Ben after Ben shot that 9-6. And we're into our time set for the next shot here.
Yeah, top 3 could easily be moving around a lot still. Ben shoots another one out to the left. Thank you for the compliment on my commentary. Walther competitive shooting.
All right, so we've got the second shots going down range here.
Okay.
10-5 from Mitchell Van Patten, 9-9 from Mike Steinell, Ben Estes 9-8. And our 6th place finisher today is going to be Ivan Rowe, just 1/10 out of 5th.
Oof, that was close.
So now with 2 more shots to the next elimination, we've got Will Ante is 3/10. He's on the bubble. He's 3/10 back of Mitchell Van Patten, who's 1.4 in back of the medals. Ben Estes at just a 10th back of 2nd place Drew, who's 1/10 back of Michael in 1st.
Yeah, that's close. Those 3 are going to be battling it out for sure. Steinell's kind of got some momentum right now too. He's got some good series.
Yep.
So Will Ante's in 5th right now. So now he's got the gold medal locked up, right? According to our calculations.
According to Ray's calculations.
According to my calculations. But I'm not sure if he knows that or not. So if I was him, I wouldn't have looked.
Okay, so we're in our time period for the second shot. Pardon me, the next shot.
Well, if Mitchell has a wide shot.
Ooh, that's going to change the
Yep, he was in the
board
top
a bit.
3.
With Drew, nice 10-8.
10-8, nice job.
He's going to pull himself up.
Yeah, Steinell loses a bit there with a 9.8, but that's still not too far out.
Nope. Ben with 10-3 and Will Ante with a 10-1. So with 1 more shot to the 5th place elimination, Mitchell Van Patten's 8/10 in back of Will Ante, who's 1.6 in back of Michael Steinell. And at the top, Drew takes over. He's 6/10 on Ben.
Waiting for the timer to start here. There we go.
We're into their. This shot will determine our 5th place finisher today.
Oh, Drew Cheesem.
Yeah, well, a little wind on that one.
Yeah.
9-0, but
Got a gust.
okay, and Michael Steinell 9-2.
Looks like everybody got a gust to win, but different directions.
Yep. Mitchell with a 10-0. We've still got 2 more shots to come down range, or yep, 2 more to come
Ben
down
and
range of
Will.
Ante and
Ben has a
Estes.
solid 10. Will's 9.7. He's just kind of dancing around the 10 ring today, but he's hanging in there.
Okay, so we're Our 5th place finisher today is Mitchell Van Patten.
Good job.
5/10 back, Will Annie, with 2 more shots to our 4th place finisher. Will Annie's 1.1 behind Michael Steinell. Still close in the top 3, just 7/10 from Ben Estes to Drew Cheesem, and then 7/10 to Michael.
Yep. We got several shots to go still, so that could easily change. We'll see how they hold up with the pressure now, because kind of in the middle of the final, sometimes you can start calming down, and then you get to the end and you realize I could be in the medal position, and nerves start coming back.
Yep.
We'll see how they can handle that.
And we're into the shot. 40 seconds remain. Ooh, Michael,
Ooh,
9-6, but
nice
Drew,
shot from
10-7. Yep.
He's had a good share at deep tens today.
Yep. Those deep 10s make up for some sins on some other
They do.
shots there.
They
And,
do.
Ben with a 10-1. And waiting for Will Annie at 10.2.
Okay. He's still hanging out in 4th, though.
So,
And the
It's
first and
close.
second's gotten a lot closer.
yep. And now, with 1 shot to go to 4th place, Will Annie is going to try to make up 5/10 on Michael Steinell. And at the very top, Ben is just a 1/10 advantage on Drew.
Yeah, that's super close. Second to third's definitely opened up, though. Okay, timer started for the next shot.
All right, 10-1 from Drew. And a 9-3. That's going to
Yeah.
open that, give some of that tie back. Michael with a 10-0.
10-0.
Wait for
Just
Will.
hanging in there.
Will manages a deep shot here. He could stay in.
Yep.
Yeah, 10-3.
Okay.
It's a good shot, but not quite enough.
Yeah, he's still 2/10 behind.
Yep, Will's going to end up 4th place today in the final. And again, in this final, all the athletes receive points for how they finish. The top place finisher in the final you're watching right now will get 8 points added to their 2 days of qualification scores. And that will determine the Junior Olympic champion, silver, and bronze medalists. And so we're in our top 3. 7/10 from Drew to Ben. That's certainly not an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, definitely. Still got, what, 4 shots to go until first and second
That's
are
right,
determined.
4 shots.
So, yep.
Michael's got the most to make up. He's got to make up 1.2. And he was in the deep 10 ring just a few shots
Yeah,
ago.
if he keeps doing that and one of the top 2 shoot 9s, it's doable.
We're into our time window for this next shot. So we have 2 shots till we figure out our 3rd place finisher in the final today. And
Oh, Cheesem posts another deep 10.
yeah,
Nice job.
all 3 of them
Oh,
shot good 10s.
everybody. Great
Yeah,
job.
10-6, 10-6 from Ben and Drew, and a nice 10-4 from Michael.
Yep. So not a lot's changing there because they all shot well.
Yeah. So Michael's got 1 shot to go to try to make up 1.4.
It's kind of the moment when you think, oh, I shot a 10.6. I got to have made up ground. And then everybody else shot well too. And darn it.
Yeah, that's right. It's nice to see all 3 of them shooting good shots here
Yep.
as we come into the finish.
Yeah, they're definitely finishing well. Okay, timer started for the next shot. See what happens between second and third now. 1.4 is going to be hard to make up, but we'll see. Well,
9-6 from Drew, 9-8 from
oh,
Michael.
he didn't.
Ben hanging in there, nice shot, 10-4.
Okay, now Ben's 1/10 ahead of Drew for the lead, and
Our 3rd place finisher is Michael Steinell.
hey, well done.
Nice job.
Good finals.
So with 2 competitors remaining we'll see who's going to be first in the final today. It's just a 1/10 difference,
Yeah,
which
this
is
It's
pretty
a pretty
exciting.
exciting finish, yeah. So it's essentially all these next 2 shots that's going to determine it. I mean, a 10th is almost nothing. They're
Yep.
almost tied.
So 2 shots to go till we determine the first place finisher in the final today. I think Ben's probably had the steadiest final, and Drew's probably had the most deep shots.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I
watching
agree.
today.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, the totals are similar, but consistency helps, especially when it comes down to just 2 shots.
and 9-8
Yeah.
from Drew. So both
Oh,
9-5
9-5
from
from
Ben. Okay. So we, with 1 shot to go now to determine the top dog in the final today. It's just 2/10. Ben
Yep.
has to make up on Drew.
There's the reverse.
Yep.
Drew shot a 9.8 and probably thought he lost a lot of ground, but as long as the other person shoots a 9 too.
We've watched a lot of finals over the years, and sometimes you look at that 9-8 and go, "Wow, that was a really good shot."
Yeah, that's true.
At a particular
That's true.
time.
And you know, with the decimals, you still get the 0.8, even if it's a 9,
That's right.
you know? It's just as close to the middle as you can get.
Okay.
Oh, Drew follows it up with a good shot.
Drew's back in the deep 10, then a 10-0 from Ben.
All right.
All right, so
Looks like Cheesham's deep 10s paid off.
he definitely had a nice series of deep 10s throughout this final, and he's just edged out Ben Estes in the final today to earn the top spot. He'll get 8 points added to his 2 days of qualification. Ben Estes will get 7, Michael Steinell 6, Will Annie 5, Mitchell Van Patten 4, Ivan Rowe 3, Lucas 2, and Joshua 1.
Well done in the finals. Now, for the totals there, 203 and 202.
Yeah.
Those pretty good national scores, or?
I'd say it's a good national junior score. You'll probably see the international juniors up around 205 to 208, and on a high end, and open level is definitely into that 209
Okay.
209 level. But 203 is definitely, I'd say, a decent national level for the junior group
Yeah.
here.
So well done.
With some good shooting, and thanks for joining us today for the final. We'll be back on with the live final again in a couple of days for the small bore competition, Men's Junior Olympics, and you can continue to watch the streaming of the relays throughout the next couple of days.
And in case you're still listening, hot off the press, we just received the overall results. So
Our Junior Olympic men's champion in the 10-meter air rifle event for 2015 is Will Ante.
yay.
Our silver medalist is Drew Cheesam. And our bronze medalist is Ben Estes.
Well done, guys.
And for all those still listening too out there, we've got some other results too. We also have a high J2, second and third, and the high J2 is Peter Fiore, followed by Jacob Buchanan and Justin Kleinhans in J2 category. And then in high J3, Will Shaner, followed by Richie Miller and Tyler Horn in the J3 category. And some good shooting all around.
Well done. Well done.
So, but look for the full results posted on the website shortly.
Hey, thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you tomorrow with more live relays, and we'll have commentary for the final day after tomorrow. Thank you.